Have you ever pondered on the power of focusing on oneself? It's a question that might seem simple at first glance but is deeply profound. Self-focus, as the term suggests, is about directing your attention inward. It's about understanding your needs, desires, and aspirations. It's about acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses, and in the process, developing a stronger sense of self-awareness. Now you might wonder why self-focus is so significant. Well, in this fast-paced world where we are constantly bombarded with information and demands from all directions, it's easy to lose sight of ourselves. We often find ourselves scattered, stressed, and even lost. This is where the power of self-focus comes into play. By focusing on ourselves, we can gain a better understanding of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This understanding can lead to improved decision-making, increased productivity, and even a heightened sense of well-being. It's like we're tuning into our own personal radio frequency, filtering out the noise, and listening to our own unique signal. But it's not just about productivity and mental health. Self-focus can also lead to improved relationships. When we understand ourselves better, we can communicate our needs and desires more effectively. We can empathize with others because we've learned to empathize with ourselves. It's a ripple effect that starts with us and spreads outwards. But can focusing on oneself truly lead to extraordinary achievement, you may ask? This question, while valid, has an underlying assumption that focusing on oneself is a solitary act. But that's far from the truth. Self-focus is not about isolating oneself from the world. Instead, it's about understanding oneself so deeply that you can make a significant impact on the world around you. So let's peel back the layers of self-focus. Let's explore its power and potential. Let's dive into a captivating story of someone who achieved greatness by focusing on themselves. Meet Alex, a man who was once just like any other individual. Alex was an average man, leading an ordinary life, filled with the routine hustle and bustle. He worked a 9-to-5 job, paid his bills, and tried to squeeze in a semblance of a social life amidst the daily grind. There was nothing particularly wrong with Alex's life, but he felt an undercurrent of dissatisfaction, a nagging feeling that he was capable of more. Alex's journey of transformation began when he decided to shift his focus inward. He was tired of living a life that was dictated by external circumstances and societal expectations. He craved control, the power to shape his own destiny. And so, he chose to prioritize himself. His transformation wasn't immediate, nor was it easy. He faced numerous challenges along the way. There were times when he was overwhelmed by self-doubt, questioning his decision to step off the beaten track. He faced criticism from those around him, people who didn't understand his journey. He struggled with finding the balance between self-focus and selfishness, but through it all, he persisted. Alex started by setting small, achievable goals for himself, goals that were aligned with his personal ambitions and passions. He dedicated time each day to self-reflection and personal growth. He learned to say no to things that didn't serve him, and yes to opportunities that pushed him out of his comfort zone. Gradually, Alex began to notice changes. He was happier, more content. He was no longer just going through the motions of life but actively shaping it. His self-confidence grew, and he started to pursue bigger goals. He took risks, pushed boundaries, and dared to dream. The result of his journey was astounding. Alex transformed from an average man into an achiever. He started his own company, built from the ground up with his hard work and perseverance. He wrote a book, sharing his journey and inspiring others. He found fulfillment not in the material possessions he acquired, but in the person he had become. Alex's story is a testament to the power of focusing on oneself. But how can we apply this in our own lives? To truly focus on oneself, it's crucial to understand the key elements involved. Central to this concept are 4 pillars: self-awareness, self-improvement, self-love, and self-discipline. Each of these components plays a vital role in personal growth and success. Let's delve into self-awareness first. This is about knowing your strengths, weaknesses, and unique qualities. It's about understanding what makes you, you. Consider Alex, who we discussed earlier. His self-awareness allowed him to identify his passion for music and his knack for playing the guitar. It was this understanding that set the foundation for his journey. Next, we have self-improvement. This involves a constant desire to be better than you were yesterday. It's about learning, growing, and pushing your boundaries. Take Alex, for example. He didn't just recognize his talent, he nurtured it. He practiced, sought feedback, and continually refined his craft. That's self-improvement in action. Then there's self-love. This isn't about vanity or narcissism, it's about respecting yourself. taking care of your needs, and recognizing your worth. For Alex, self-love meant finding time for his music amidst his busy schedule. It meant prioritizing his passion and mental well-being over societal pressures. Finally, we have self-discipline. This is the glue that holds everything together. It's about consistency, perseverance, and the ability to stay focused on your goals. Despite setbacks, Alex remained disciplined. He kept practicing, even when it was tough, even when he felt like giving up. And look where it got him. So, you see, self-focus isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's a journey of discovery and growth that's unique to each individual. It's about understanding who you are, striving to be better, loving yourself throughout the process, and staying disciplined to see your dreams to fruition. It's about being like Alex, who harnessed the power of self-focus to turn his passion into his profession. Self-focus is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's a journey of discovery and growth that's unique to each individual. Now that we understand the power of self-focus, the question remains, how can we apply this to our own lives? To incorporate self-focus into our lives, we can start with these three fundamental techniques: mindfulness, goal setting, and self-reflection. Firstly, let's talk about mindfulness. It's the practice of being fully present, engaged in the moment, and not overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. It's about tuning the dial of your mind to now and not what if. You can cultivate mindfulness through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even simply taking a mindful walk. The goal is to train your mind to focus on the present moment, which allows you to gain a clearer understanding of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Next up is goal setting. When we talk about self-focus, having clear, concrete goals is crucial. Imagine if you're on a boat without a destination. You might drift aimlessly on the sea, pushed around by the winds and currents. But with a destination in mind, you have a purpose, a direction to steer your boat towards. Similarly, setting goals gives us a sense of direction and purpose in life. It helps us focus our energy and efforts on what truly matters to us. However, setting goals isn't enough. You need to break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and then consistently work towards achieving them. This is where the principle of 1% improvement comes in. Aim to improve just 1% every day, and over time these small improvements will compound into significant progress. Lastly, let's talk about self-reflection. It's about taking a step back and reviewing your actions, thoughts, and feelings. By reflecting on our experiences, we can gain insights into ourselves, identify areas for improvement, and make necessary adjustments to our lives. A good way to practice self-reflection is by keeping a journal. Write down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences at the end of each day, and over time you'll notice patterns and trends that can guide your self-improvement journey. Remember, the journey to self-focus begins with a single step. Are you ready to take that step? The journey of self-focus may not be easy, but the rewards are beyond measure. Imagine standing atop the mountain of personal growth, having scaled the steep slopes of self-reflection and self-improvement. You've become the best version of yourself, more aware of your strengths, your weaknesses, and your potential. But the rewards don't stop there. As you focus on yourself, you'll notice an improvement in your relationships. You'll become a better listener, a more empathetic friend, a more loving partner. You'll find that as you understand yourself better, you also understand others more deeply. And let's not forget about success. As you hone your self-focus, you'll become more effective in your pursuits. Just like our friend Alex, you'll find that by focusing on your goals, you'll achieve them faster and with more satisfaction. Self-focus isn't about being selfish or self-absorbed. It's about understanding yourself, your ambitions, and your abilities. It's about taking control of your life and steering it towards your desired destination. So, are you ready to focus on you? The journey awaits.